Hello and welcome to the most important hackathon in the history of this planet, Hack for Earth Youth Hackathon at the COP27. My name is Ann Molin and I am the founder and Secretary General of the Hack for Earth Foundation. And me and my colleagues are going to guide you through the hackathon process, what it's all about, during this opening ceremony. So we're going to talk about how to hack, our challenges, how to win, and our mentors and resources, and how to get access to everything. So let's start.
We cannot wait. The world needs real action on climate change now. Join Hack for Earth Youth Hackathon at the United Nations Climate Change Conference COP27 and create real solutions for our planet. Transport, agriculture, energy, smart cities, biodiversity, natural resources management, sustainable digital solutions. Compete to win and present your solution to world leaders at the United Nations Climate Conference COP27 in Egypt. And join the Build for Earth Acceleration Program, designed to make your solution a reality. This is how youth will create real action on climate change. Let's hack for a sustainable future. Let's hack for Earth.
We cannot wait. The urgency of climate change has never been greater. And the contribution of youth to bring about real solutions to climate change cannot be overestimated. That is the reason we are hacking for climate change in the Hack for Earth Youth Hackathon at COP27. There are 193 countries in the world. Climate change is a global challenge with extreme urgency that calls for all people to collaborate to find the solutions that we need. We invited youth all over the world to come and help us find the solutions to climate change that we need. And I'm proud to say that teams from more than half of the world's countries have signed up. So here you can see the countries from where we have youth teams joining us in this hackathon starting now. As you can see, there are almost 123 countries joining from all over the world, and we have 1,850 teams joining. And we're so proud to have all of you with us, and we're looking forward to 2 days of intense hacking for climate change. Yes. So, what do you win in a hackathon? Because there's always a prize, right? Well, first of all, the winners in the 7 challenge categories will present to world leaders at a COP27 event on November 14th. And this prize ceremony, where you will present your solution if you win in one of the 7 challenge categories, is in the United Nations Global Innovation Hub at COP27 in Egypt, in the UNFCCC, United Nations Global Innovation Hub. So I encourage you to do your best, because that is an opportunity you don't want to miss. So we talk a lot about the COP27, but what is COP27 really about? The COP27 is the high-level United Nations climate conference that takes place each year. And this year, it is taking place in Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt. Last year, it was in the UK, and this year, it's in Egypt. So this is where all of the world leaders get together to talk about how do we fight climate change. And this is the highest level of leaders getting together in this climate conference. So to present to the world leaders here is, of course, a big opportunity for you if you win the Hack for Earth Youth Hackathon. But of course, that is not all you win. You win a spot in the Build for Earth acceleration program. So after the prize ceremony at the COP27 on November 14th, all solutions that win in each challenge category, the 7, you will enter into our customized acceleration program called Build for Earth. And this is a proven concept that we have done before, and it will make your solution come to life. It's designed to help your solution come to life in a very short time period. So this Build for Earth acceleration program is online, and you will do it for 3 months with the guide of our head of Build for Earth, Mr. Christopher Wernmark. Yes, and just a little bit about the Hack for Earth Foundation, because what are we all about and why are we doing this? The Hack for Earth Foundation is a non-profit foundation with a global reach. And the mission for us is to create citizen-driven innovation by organizing hackathons and other events. And it's very important to us to invite everyone on this planet to create the solutions that we need. So, but because we believe that it's not only the CEOs and the world leaders that need to come together to create the solutions that we need. It's all of you, youth and other citizens out there, that need to come together to create solutions for the Sustainable Development Goals. So, we call it citizen-driven innovation. And our 3 core values, a little bit about those. The 3 core values of Hack for Earth Foundation is, first of all, diversity. Not only because it's right that all people on this planet need to contribute and be involved in creating the solutions that we need, but because diversity in teams create a higher level of innovation. So this diversity aspect is very important if we need to find real solutions to climate change. Sustainability, because there is no other future than a sustainable future. And that's why the sustainability factor is extremely important to us. And last but not least, impact. All of us will probably have at least one great idea in our lifetime. But all that really matters is that you act on that idea. So impact is crucial. Execution is everything. So that is why this hackathon, bringing about real solutions to climate change and making your ideas, your great ideas that you have, come to life, is so important. So there you have it, the foundation of Hack for Earth: diversity, sustainability, and impact. And of course, we couldn't do this hackathon without a little help from our partner organizations. So we want to help our hackers, and of course our partner organizations are very good at this. All of them, you see them here on the screen, are helping out with resources, everything from open data to statistics and reports and other things that you need. And they're helping us with, or you actually I should say, with providing mentors in different fields of expertise that you can ask on how to create your solution in the best way. And also they are helping out with jury members. So this is very helpful to us. And so thank you all partner organizations for helping us out. Yes, and that was it from me. I think everyone is quite excited now to get started. So not without further ado, I'm going to turn over to my colleague, our hackathon manager, Mr. Love Dager, who will tell you all about how to hack in this hackathon. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Love Dager, Hackathon Manager here at Hack for Earth, and I'm going to tell you how to actually hack. So, just to get that out of the picture, we're not here to hack into any bank or any government or anything like this. I hope none of you are disappointed with this, because we are here to hack for the greater good. We're here to hack the climate change crisis, of course. And to start off with, a hackathon for us is an innovation competition. So we are here to, during the next 2 days, come up with new solutions to the climate change crisis and to do it as best as possible to make them into a reality in the future. And your job is then to create solutions. And what is a solution? It can be actually a lot of different things. Depending if you are creating a solution based on open data or any technical platform, maybe you have to create an app or some website or another kind of digital tool. And all of those are okay, of course. But not all solutions to climate change are digital. So we can also create other types of solutions. It can be a new type of organization, maybe a collaboration between other organizations, or any other type of organization, company, solution, you name it. Maybe you create a new material that replaces the plastic we use in everyday life, for example. And it doesn't have to be finished when the hackathon is over. The important thing is that it has to be realistic. We don't want you to come up with ideas that are so crazy that they're not going to be implemented in the next 50 years, you know? Actually, as Ann previously told you, one of the prizes is taking part of the Build for Earth acceleration program. And that's 3 months. So you have to create a solution that you think that you can implement or create a viable prototype of in the next 3 months, but of course not in the next 2 days. So actually what you're creating now is a concept, a solution, a prototype, or an implementation plan. And the jury will judge you on how realistic this is that you will be able to create it in the near future. And as we previously said, this is important because you will pitch it to the jury by sending in your solution on our platforms. We're going to talk a bit more about those in a bit, but what you're creating your solutions in is one of our 7 challenge categories. So you can see them now on the screen, and they're also on the website. And these are here for you to have sort of a framework around what is actually climate change, how broad is it? It covers, as you can see, a lot of our society, and you have to choose one of these ones to compete in, as we will create, or we will choose one winner for each challenge category. And later, what is actually what the jury is going to score you on? We have also 6 different jury criteria. And they're listed here. It's diversity, comprehensibility, realizability, innovativeness, scalability, and how well you're solving the SDGs, which is, in fact, climate change. And as you can see, we also highlighted diversity here because this is extra important. Plenty of studies show that the most important thing for a team to succeed, for a solution to succeed, is actually the team. And a key factor in the team is that you have different backgrounds, genders, ages, competences, so that your team has the broadest knowledge possible, and that makes you especially good at everything from team dynamics, creating the solutions, and succeeding in the future. And now it's time to move on to how you actually do this during the next 2 days. And for that, we have our community manager, Mustafa, who will tell you a bit more about the platforms that we use. We have the website, we have Discord, and all of these things. But for that, I'll hand over to Mustafa.
Thank you so much, Luva. Well, hello everybody. My name is Mustafa Sharif and I am the community manager My mission during this hackathon is to make sure that you have everything, all the information needed, so you have a good experience during the hackathon. So now I will talk about 3 different platforms that going to be for us when we do the hackathon. It's like our hackathon arena: Discord, Hack for Earth homepage, and hackathon platform. So let's start with Discord. You who applied to the hackathon, you got an email from me to sign up on Discord. It's very important that you are on Discord, because there it's our arena. There our Hack for Earth community is gathering. And on Discord we have different channels. Every channel serves a specific purpose. If you still have no team member, it's very fine, because we have a channel for you. There you can find a team member and build up a team to hack. Also on Discord, if you see on your left-hand side, you're gonna see the different channels. There we have a specific channel for ask for questions. You can ask the mentors. We have a channel to ask organizers in case you need help with anything related to the hackathon. Just feel free, type down your question, and I will be very happy to answer you and to help you. Also, it's very important that we come together as a community to take action to solve the climate crisis. We also have channels like called Random or Introduce Yourself. It's for us community to gather, to exchange contact, to meet each other. So during these 48 hours, not only about hacking, but also about creating this relationship between us. From so many different countries, it's time to come together and to take actions. And also, if you continue, see, we have channels for the different challenges. You can put links, open data links, videos, or anything you think is going to inspire the community. So just post it there. So this is about the Discord. And the very important channel is announcement, because there we're going to post everything, all important information related to a hackathon on this channel. So keep eye on that channel, because there we're going to guide you through the start until to the deadline. And hopefully you're going to enjoy it. But as I mentioned, please just put a question if you need help with anything related to the hackathon. So this is about the Discord. Important that you sign up. Moving to the next platform, it's our homepage, Hack for Earth homepage. Super simple, but very important. You can start reading jury criteria. Very important, as my colleague mentioned, Luve, that you should follow jury criteria to increase your chances to win Hack for Earth hackathon. And very important to think about diversity. It is absolutely the most important jury criteria in this hackathon, the diversity of the team. So I recommend you to read all the criteria before you start to develop your idea. Also on the homepage, we have some resources, open data, seminars, and so on to help you to create a solution. So feel free to read, to check around, and hopefully the open data sources will help you to develop your idea. Also, moving on, we have mentors. We have amazing mentors with so much experience and knowledge and amazing skills to help you. So please check the mentors. You can contact them on LinkedIn, email, but also on Discord. So on the homepage, you can see the mentor, you can see a picture, the name of the mentor, but also the top 3 skills the mentor can help you with. So I recommend you to read the different skills and to contact the mentor that match with your idea. So feel free to contact them. And in the end, Hack for Earth Live. There we're gonna do all our live sessions like we're doing now, opening ceremony, we're gonna do a Q&A, and also the closing ceremony. So keep eye on this page as well. So this is about Hack for Earth homepage. Discord, where our community is gathering. Hack for Earth homepage, we have information, and now moving to Hackathon platform. But I would love to welcome back my colleague Luve to talk more about this, because he is the expert within this. Please, Luve.
Great, thank you, Mustafa. So now over to probably the most important platform that we have, the Hackathon platform. So we have a Hackathon platform where you will send in your solution. So this is where you will put all of your work in, type your descriptions, upload your video, all of these things that I will go through with you, and submit it for the jury to evaluate. So this is very important, and we will send out detailed information over email in Discord, and also it will be published on the website just after this live stream ends. But now let's look at the computer and how this works. So this is the link you will have received, and the first step is to fill in your email address. So I will just do this here really quickly and then press continue. And now you will get an email with a login link. So going over to my email, this is how it looks, and I will click on this sign in link to go back to the Hackathon platform. Here we go. And the next step is just to enter your first and last name. Nothing difficult there. And click continue. So now you're logged in to the Hackathon platform. And here you can find some information. You see the video, nothing strange there. And down here you have the 7 challenge categories. So beginning is the first thing you need to decide is which challenge category are you going to create a solution in. And you click on that one. I will choose transportation. And you here have some information about the challenge category that you have chosen. And here is the magic button. To create your solution, you click on the plus idea button and this little pop-up comes up. If you already now have a picture, you can put it here. I'm gonna skip. And then for now, you just put in any name of your solution. You can always change this later, but I will put in just test. Description as well is not important right now, because what you will go to now is click save, and now your idea, your solution is created. In here you have a few different things you need to do ASAP. So the first thing is to go here and change to only contributors, because you don't want any of the other teams to see your secret solution until it's ready. So first you do that, and now it's set to private. Only people in your team will see it. And speaking of team, you need to add your team members. So here is the contributors. For now it's just me, and I click here, and then I can add people. So here you have to search for your team members by name and add them to your idea. It is of course important that your team members first sign up for the Hackathon platform, because otherwise you won't find them in this menu. So ask all of them to sign up on the Hackathon platform, and when they're all logged in and they see the homepage of the Hackathon platform, then the person who created the idea can add them to the idea like this. Then you can see here what are the things you need to fill in. And this is not something you have to do immediately. The things you need to do when you log in is basically log in, create your account, create the idea or solution on the challenge that you have chosen. So you register for that challenge. That way we know which challenge you will compete in, basically. And then thirdly, add your team members to your team, to your idea, because otherwise we don't know who is in which team, and that's the main thing. So when you've done those things, create solution, make it only visible to contributors, and then add your team members to your idea. Then you're done for now, and you can start hacking on your solution until the deadline on Friday. And more information about how you put in all of your different details, how you upload your video, that will come later. So basically that's it. And as I said, if you have any questions, just feel free to ask us on Discord, and we will follow up with more information on how the solution will look like a bit later. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for watching this opening ceremony of the Hack for Earth Youth Hackathon at COP27. We are so happy to have you with us in this hackathon for climate change, and looking forward to working with you during these coming few days. And thank you so much for watching. Remember to go into Discord. Everything will be in there, and all information will be posted there. So see you there. Bye.